I promise you this strategy works. I like got this on my first attempt once I solved it, and I have been failing ever since. Should have just filmed the test run, honestly. But we're going to be soloing this is Project Lowball, Pokemon series hosted by the YouTuber Paladin, where we defeat every single Pokemon boss with the single lowest level Pokemon. Today, we'll be using Alolan Grimer at level 1 to solo Tulip. We hold the item Focus Sash, our moveset is Rest, Imprison, Crunch, Stockpile. EVs are max HP and special defense, last we're going to physical defense. And nature is special defense up, special defense up, special attack down. Alolan Grimer has a very specific combination of factors that make this possible. First of all, it is natively Dark type, which means you can Tera into another type, namely Steel, to resist all the moves on Florges, to make surviving it a lot easier, because otherwise we don't resist Moonblast and we just get wrecked by that. Second of all, it gets both Crunch and Imprison. The only means Farigaraf has of harming a Dark type Pokemon is the move Crunch. That's it. And since Imprison means the opponent cannot use moves you know, we use Imprison so it can't hit with Crunch, say for the first turn, which is what the Focus Sash is for. And finally, it can set up its defenses and apply Poison and Toxic. This is what Poison Touch is for. We don't need to waste a moveset on poisoning for Farigaraf, because we can just use Crunch, and our Poison Touch ability gives it a chance to poison. The only major RNG checks are getting our defense drops by Energy Ball or Crunch, and I'm not letting the Poison Fang Toxic on Gardevoir, because we learn more moves by leveling up mid-fight, which are very important to our survival. First of all, we learn Disable, which lets us disable Gardevoir's Dazzling Gleam, because otherwise it'll just spam that and completely wreck us. Second of all, we learn Poison Fang, which lets us apply Toxic with a much higher rate than Poison Touch to Gardevoir, allowing us to defeat it relatively quickly. The reason we have Stockpile is because we need these boost both our defenses, because enough of our Pokemon have physical moves that it would otherwise be a problem to not boost our physical defense. And also, I don't think we necessarily get Amnesia, or I'd be using Amnesia and then using Harden a few times, because we do learn Harden during the fight. But I couldn't figure out a way to do this more efficiently. So yeah. We get a bunch of level off killing Farigaraf, which allows us to sustain pretty well. The most important Pokemon is Gardevoir. Once you get past Gardevoir, the only major danger is a crit. We go Tera Steel because without it, Florges is, sorry, I'm blanking a little bit. Florges is, Moonblast will just send us directly to hell. It'll just kill us immediately with Moonblast spam. So we absolutely categorically need to be able to resist at the same time Fairy, Psychic, and Grass. The only type that can do that is Steel, making Steel our best Tera option because we have no need for Tera anywhere else in the battle. We can't really Tera, as far as I know, against there we are. Against Espafra, because if we Tera against Espafra, it's going to use Shadow Ball instead of Quick Attack, and that risks dropping our special defense, which, as far as I can tell at least, is a far greater risk. I know it's possible with saving the Tera for, for Florges, there might be some merit. And instead, depending on not getting the special defense drop from Shadow Ball, but I've never bothered to test it because that's not what worked for me. The only major RNG check after we get past Farigaraf by not getting our defense drop turn 1 is ensuring that we do not, I should have had a script or some shit. It's ensuring we don't get a special crit and ensuring we don't miss any poison via Poison Fang, because we need to do that on the first turn or Gardevoir wears us down too fast. It's a very powerful Pokemon, and that dazzling gleam can and will fuck you up. If it goes wrong, I'm going to try to salvage it by Teraing early for the sake of le science. Because I'm there bar to do so. Now, you may be wondering how we handle Dazzling Gleam if it kills us in about 3 hits. Well, it's elementary, my dear Watson. We level up mid-fight, and this is another reason we're using the Alolan Grammar in specific. And mid-fight, we level up and learn Poison Fang and Disable. We use Disable to disable Dazzling Gleam, so it's forced to hit us with the far weaker Energy Ball, despite special French Drop risk. And we use Poison Fang to apply Toxic, which allows us to defeat Gardevoir before it can wear us down too much. And then the Spall from Forgus just aren't all that dangerous. I'm pretty sure you actually survive a quick attack crit from Sparkle at full. The reason we're using Stockpile to waste PP, even though it can't go up to +3, it's the poor man's Cosmic Power, is because we don't have any reason to use more valuable PP. We're going to forget Stockpile and we're going to forget Imprison. We don't need them anymore in order to get Poison Fang and Disable in our moveset. So why wouldn't we just, like, you know, get rid of the worst moves? You don't need to waste PP on moves that actually matter, you know what I mean? Now it's 50-50 on if Poison Fang works. I've been getting pretty, like, trolled by luck these last few attempts at filming. But I've won this battle without filming. We're not going to use Minimize, because that's just, like, against the Spirit of Fang. Theoretically, you can just go Toxic. Toxic, Saland it with Minimize against everything in the game if you wanted, with a Focus Sash. It's just not fun. So it's going to dazzle, it always Dazzling Gleams, and we always Disable. So we're going to do that. And now it can't use Dazzling Gleam no more. Now, this is the scary part. Come on. Please. Yes! Okay, we're in a pretty good position right now. This is the scariest part of the battle, bar none. I'm going to rest here, and then hopefully we'll wake up just in time to disable its Dazzling Gleam again if we need to. So from here, it's not all that dangerous. The most dangerous thing that can happen here is a special defense drop from Energy Ball, which will completely fuck us. Because, you know, we only get free boosts for stockpiles. So we can't really survive on losing one of those free boosts. I don't have a ton else to say here, aside from... Well, we're not out of woods quite yet, because, again, if we get hit with a defense drop, we are fucked. And I've lost a lot of attempts to that shit. And I'd go knock on wood, but there's no wood, like, this table is glass, these chairs are, like, some sort of, like, metal. I got no wood to knock on. That's scary. Okay, we better... Grammar, buddy, buckaroo, old friend, old pal. Thank you, Grammar. It's going to die this turn. This does mean we're going to be asleep when its Powerful first comes out, and that's okay. Not quite enough? Not quite enough? We are so damn close. Now we're actually going to be replacing Poison Fang here, because we only used it for lack of a better option. We're about to get a far better option. After defeating Gardevoir, we will learn Toxic itself. As you can see, that's really good. That's a lot more dependable. As far as we don't have a ton to fear from, we do have... This is why we PP up Rest, because this is a very slow going battle. I feel like that one fucking guy from the meme. Wake up. Wake up. I think we go off one crunch and then rest again, so we time our awakening right to about when Florius comes out. And then we should be okay. Oh, that dealt a lot. Oh, I may have made a we in the business call an oopsie poopsie. It's not gonna be a big deal really. Steal. Wait, no. Why am I terroring? I'm terroring too soon. I had a brain fart. Again, I expressly said we can't terror before a Spafra. I don't know if I said it in this recording, but I've said it in prior recordings. Don't terror before killing a Spafra, specifically because then it's. I'm pretty sure I've never borrowed the test because like it doesn't seem worth the risk of throwing a good attempt. But I'm pretty sure we'll start using Shadow Ball because we no longer resist Ghost, and then that can drop the special defense, and it's just a little need this risk. Currently, we resist Shadow Ball. If we wanted to get hit with Shadow Ball, for whatever reason, instead of Quick Attack, we could just disable Quick Attack. The point is that there's never any reason to go for Tera before taking out a Sparkle, because Shadow Ball has that special defense drop chance. And that can and will fuck you up. I've been fear catching Grusha a bit recently. I haven't had any real leads on that. The problem with Grusha is that there's two moves on his opener. They are Bug Buzz and Blizzard. Blizzard only has 5 PP. So theoretically, if you got a soundproof Pokemon that had Spite to decrease PP, or Blizzard and Imprison, you can make it fully immune to his opener. The problem is that I cannot find a soundproof Pokemon that has either of these combination of factors. Now we Tera so that we resist Moonblast, because otherwise Moonblast will just send us directly to hell. Yeah, Tera Steel resists everything Florius can do. This is expressly what it's saved for. Otherwise, we get hit too hard by Moonblast. Very similar problem to what we faced with Gardevoir, actually. I'm sorry, Tulip, but I guess your sponsors are giving you the axe. That's so fucking bad. Can't do nothing. Land a Toxic. I'm going to take no chances and I'm going to rest here. Again, the only thing we really have to fear here is a crit. Aside from that, we are A-okay. It's just smooth sailing. I don't know what else to say here. It's like, I'm just glad I managed to solve Tulip at level 1. This means that, like, I think someone found the strategy for level 1 Iono. I think it was some guy named Sadistic Mystic. I can't remember what it is to save my life. He solved that after I made the video, though, so good on him. If that was him. It might have been someone else. But I'm pretty sure it was Sadistic Mystic. That, like, really, like, smart guy who keeps, like, one-upping me every time I try to do this shit. This dude's, like, really smart. He even one-upped the Tera video I did. You remember that one? Oh god, how the fuck am I gonna solve Saga? Probably gonna be some Smeargle bullshit again. Throat Chop exists. See, here's another good thing. It's gonna use Moonblast instead of using Psychic here. Which means that it can only decrease our special attack, and it's that we don't care about. If it decreased our special defense, we'd be in a lot of danger, but you know. Toxic Stall, my beloved. So yeah, just a pile of sludge, a pile of ugly sludge, walks up to this model, basically silences their Pokemon, and then, sleeps all day. Average Reddit behavior. I guess I kind of use this grammar as a bit of a creep. I should have named them Reddit mod or something. That would have been funny. And that's a win. We will not be learning knockoff. The battle was won. So yeah, that's how you solo Tulip using only a level 1 Pokemon with no items or nothing. Definitely one of my favorite solutions because like how creatively we have to use items learned mid-fight and how creatively we have to use the Pokemon's like ability, the Poison type, because otherwise we don't have enough move slots to do everything that needs to be done. And so that's the end of that. I'll see you when I figure out what the fuck to do about Groove Strip, because I am so fucking stumped. Have a great day, everyone.